Are you planning a move to the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul? Want to know what areas are best for you and for your family? Well, this video is for you. I'm Roddy, local Minnesota and Wisconsin realtor since 2010, helping bring families together by giving them a place to call home. And in this video, we're going to break down one of the fastest growing posh areas around, and that's Woodbury. But before I get going, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel as I cover all the areas around the Twin Cities. All right, let's get into it. To preface this video, I want to introduce to you that I am a husband and father of 5 amazing children, and these videos on my channel are geared towards people that are similar. I like to think of my small but growing audience here as someone that's potentially relocating for work, for family, or for personal reasons into the Twin Cities metro area. Regardless, this content is geared more towards those of you that are moving with your family. That allows me to provide the right framework on how to analyze the different areas. A single 22-year-old tech relo is not looking for the same thing, principally, as a father or mother moving with their family. Well, today will be no different as I break Woodbury down by neighborhood, layering in statistics on crime, schools, housing, and amenities with the one goal of helping you move into the best neighborhood. What I don't want is for you to come to Minnesota and realize after you bought a house that it wasn't the right location for you and your family. To make sure that doesn't happen to you, watch my channel and view the link in the description which outlines my A method for delivering on your family's vision. Okay, so Woodbury. Let's start with what Woodbury is not. Woodbury is not a quiet rural town with large lot sizes.
Howdy, partner.
It's also not an older established city center with high rates of crime. Woodbury is a very fast-paced, busy suburb that should whet the appetite of anyone looking for an above-average quality of life. So let's ask the question, why would somebody want to move to Woodbury? As you'll find out from this breakdown, Woodbury is perfect for someone that works in the city, but wants to be far enough from the issues that the big city has. Woodbury will fill all of your high-end shopping desires and give you the upscale living that you demand. Woodbury is family-centric with schools, parks, programs, and amenities designed to keep your family happy. Woodbury is a city that lies just east of the capital, St. Paul, along Interstate 94 in Washington County. It has a total population of 75,102. The largest age group in Woodbury is 35 to 54-year-olds, and 61% of residents have a college education. The median household income is $108,000. Woodbury is very much a white-collar city, with over 87% of its workforce holding white-collar positions. This is a city that tends to be more family-friendly, so if you have an insatiable desire for nightlife, Woodbury probably isn't going to be the place for you. Let's talk stats. First off, let's look at crime. You have less than 1/10 of a 1% chance of being a victim of a violent crime in Woodbury, and a 0.27% chance of being a victim of a property crime. Overall, Woodbury is a very safe area with low crime. In fact, the majority of crime that does happen in Woodbury is isolated to the northwest corner that borders Maplewood and East St. Paul. According to NeighborhoodScout.com, Woodbury has a crime index of 26, meaning that it's safer than 26% of all the cities in the United States. Outside of that northwest corner, you're probably closer to a crime index of 60 to 75. The school district in Woodbury shows that the residents that live there appreciated their education and they want to pass those opportunities on to the next generation. Woodbury has fantastic high school options that make sure every single child in Woodbury has the opportunity for a world-class education. The high schools that serve this area are East Ridge, Woodbury Senior High, and Stillwater Area High School. All 3 of these schools were graded an A on niche.com. And if you care about your children's education, Woodbury is one of the best areas to move. Let's talk about housing. You might already be asking yourself, okay, low crime, great schools, white collar community, just how expensive are these homes? Well, that's a good question. And this area is more expensive. The average sales price of a single family home in Woodbury right now is $594,000. That's a lot, and if you take into consideration that Woodbury has been building new homes like crazy, that number is just a little inflated. The average cost of a new construction home in Woodbury is $719,000, while existing inventory sold at an average of $556,000. So if you're looking for entry-level homes, you might want to look somewhere else. Woodbury had only 9 single-family home sales in the last year, under $300,000. Take a look at this map overlay. The darker colors represent more expensive homes and the lighter colors represent less expensive homes. You'll see that the northwest side of town has the least expensive homes. Everywhere else, you'll need to pay up. One thing that I think is really interesting about Woodbury is the speed in which it has grown. In 1990, Woodbury had a population of only 20,000. So in 20 years, from 1990 to 2010, the population tripled to over 60,000. The city's still growing with numerous developments underway, and people are flocking to Woodbury for its safety and good schools. That demand is what led Woodbury being one of the most expensive cities to buy a home in Minnesota. Now, Woodbury is not like a traditional city where the neighborhoods are in square, old blocks and typically have names that are indicative of their direction. Instead, Woodbury is more modern, sprawling with winding roads and developments from the past 20 years, making this a great place to find quality homes that aren't too old. There really aren't any areas that I would avoid in Woodbury, but there are a couple neighborhoods at different price points that I want to guide you towards. First, let's take a look at Wedgwood. Wedgwood is located close to East Ridge High School on the north side of Bailey Road. Some of the most prestigious homes will be located in this neighborhood that surrounds the Prestwick Golf Club. Over the last 12 months, 35 homes have sold in this series of developments at an average sales price of $701,450. Though there aren't many sidewalks in the neighborhood, you'll find plenty of walking trails, parks, and playgrounds. If you're looking for a home on the golf course in Woodbury, this is the neighborhood to buy in. Link is in the description for the homes that are available right now in Wedgwood. Now, if you're looking for a generally affordable neighborhood that's well established with a lot of neighborhood amenities, you'll want to go just a bit to the east of Wedgwood in a neighborhood called Stone Mill Farms. Stone Mill Farms has homes built from 2003 all the way to this last year. And these will be a range of side-by-side townhomes, detached townhomes, and single family that's predominantly 2 stories. The average sales price in Stone Mill Farms is $378,000 for a townhome and $662,000 for a single family home. Stone Mill Farms has a lot to do. There's a community center, a pool, parks, playground, and trails. Like most neighborhoods in Woodbury, you will have a governing HOA. I put a link in the description for the available homes in Stone Mill Farms. Now, as I stated before, pretty much anywhere in Woodbury is a good place to live. Woodbury is directly across the interstate from 3M World Headquarters, which is a 10-minute drive to St. Paul. It's close to activities for any season, and it's filled with residents that care about their community and their homes just as much as you do. So the question is, what do you do if you're looking for information about other suburbs in Minnesota that'll fit your family? That's easy. Just shoot me a quick email to introduce yourself, and we can work together to find you the perfect place to call home. Thanks for watching.